Eliminating all toxins from our life would be ideal, but quite frankly is impossible. But what we can do is eliminate the toxins that we have control over and try our best to not stress about the rest. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maggie Moreland and I'm currently 32 weeks pregnant with baby number one. I'll probably be 33 weeks pregnant by the time you guys see this video. I'm also a certified holistic health practitioner and I'm super passionate about my own personal health and wellness, as well as the health and wellness of my baby and my family. And I hope that this video provides you with some insight on how to kind of detox your home in preparation for your baby. We come into contact with an immeasurable amount of toxins daily by getting in our cars with the windows down, breathing in the exhaust, potential cigarette smoke from outside, as well as other toxins that we don't have any control over. The average household contains at least 62 toxic chemicals, and that can be in your cleaning products, in your hygiene products, things like that. And women actually come in contact with about 168 toxic chemicals on average just from their personal hygiene products. So today I wanted to talk about the easiest way that we can detox our home in preparation for baby. And the easiest way that I think we can do that is by eliminating toxic household cleaning products. Super easy, but we're gonna unpack it all. Most toxic chemicals found in household cleaners are endocrine disruptors, neurotoxins, and can potentially cause cancer. So if you stick around, we will get into some of the ingredients that you should most definitely avoid in your household cleaners. As I mentioned in the beginning, in an ideal world, we would live toxic free. But unfortunately, we don't live in that world. So we do come in contact with some toxins regularly. And I think it's really important not to stress so much about the amount of toxins that we're coming into contact, but simply take responsibility and take control over how you can eliminate some of those toxins in your day-to-day life. So you will definitely want to avoid all cleaners that are harsh, we'll say. So I remember growing up cleaning the bathroom, using that toilet bowl cleaner that made your eyes water and you cough a little bit. You'll definitely want to avoid any harsh chemicals that have strong chemical odors or even strong fragrances, as well as anything that irritates your skin, makes you cough, makes your eyes water. Any cleaner that you feel like you need to open a window while using, because there's most likely an ingredient in there that is not good for you, not good for your baby. So if it is bothering you physically, get rid of it. It's also a pretty well-known fact in the non-toxic community that anything that kind of suds up or creates bubbles has some toxic components in there that actually creates the suds. So you want to try to avoid any soaps that are super sudsy, as well as laundry detergents that are super sudsy, and try to stay on the less sudsy side when it comes to your soaps. Something that I like to keep in mind when shopping for household cleaners or household products in general is just to keep the idea in mind that less ingredients is better. I know on the back of some of these household cleaners, there's these long lists of things that we can barely pronounce, have no idea what they are. I get it. I try to avoid any products that have those long lists and those things that we can't pronounce, because I also apply this to what I eat. You know, if I read a food label, I'm not going to eat something that I don't know what it is or that I can't pronounce. And our bodies are actually absorbing things that we have in our environment, like the things that we use on our laundry, the things that we clean our bathroom with. Our skin is our largest organ and absorbs anything that it comes in contact with, whether that be your soap in your bathroom, your laundry detergent, or whatever you're wiping your counters down with. Our body is absorbing that. So we want to be mindful that through our skin, we do actually absorb toxins, and I feel that it's just as important as what we put in our body is what we put on our body, or what is in our environment that we're coming in contact with. I've learned over the years of pursuing a non-toxic life in a non-toxic environment that there are a lot of brands out there that claim to be non-toxic and have super awesome labels that are actually pretty toxic and can be deceiving. Some products with labels that say like all natural, free and clear, or just simply fragrance free, can be really deceiving, because it makes you think that this product has to be good for me because it's all natural or free and clear. But those labels aren't, there's no certification for those labels. Any product can simply place a label that they are all natural or free and clear, and that does not at all mean that it is non-toxic. Some brands that claim to be non-toxic that do contain toxic chemicals are the Method brand, which I believe is sold at Target, the Myers Cleaner brand, and the 7th Generation brand, which is the, I believe, brand that you can find at Whole Foods. These brands, I've learned, actually do contain some toxic chemicals that you just want to avoid, don't want to bring into your house, even though they are advertising as non-toxic. So yes, as I mentioned, always want to read the ingredient label. I know that with household cleaners and household products, sometimes we're not going to know exactly what it is that's on the label, like what is something benzodiazepate or whatever. I personally have no idea, and it may not be worth your time to figure that out either, but there is a really great website called ireadlabelsforyou.com, and this is a blogger who writes all about what is in certain products and products to avoid, products that are less toxic than others, and kind of the best products to use. But I found that website to be a really great resource, and I'll be sure to link that down below. Some specific ingredients that I personally like to avoid are phthalates, which are found in fragrance. So I try to avoid anything with fragrance personally. Anything with BPA, it's also bisphenol A, BIS, and I'll be sure to list these down below so that you can have this short list. It's not as in-depth as the list that you'll find on the website that I just mentioned, but for what it's worth. I also try to avoid any products that contain parabens, formaldehyde, bleach, ammonia, anything that contains SLS or SLES, which are known carcinogens. So I'd also like to share some products that I have personally found that I use in my household for cleaning and other things like that. So in terms of soap, for a really long time we have been using the 7th Generation soap, but I recently discovered, after reading the ingredient label, that it does contain SLS, which, as I just mentioned, is a known carcinogen. The other soap that I really like to use, we wash our bodies with it, we can wash our dishes with it, wash our hands with it, is Dr. Bronners Castile soap. And Dr. Bronners lists all of their ingredients right on the label, and they are all non-toxic. And the soap is also environmentally friendly, which is a plus of using non-toxic household cleaners, is they also are not harming the environment, not harming yourself. So it's kind of like a win-win there. And there's tons of different, Dr. Bronners has tons of different smells of soaps, which I think is really cool. They use essential oils for their fragrance. I personally like the almond scent, almond and hemp. That's what my fiance likes too, so we typically stick with that soap. Laundry detergent can be a little tricky. For a long time, we used the Ecos laundry detergent, which has a decent ingredient list. Like, there's quite a few ingredients in there. Some of them I'm not sure of. Personally, for a long time, I would find the laundry detergent that didn't irritate my skin and use it, and then be kind of afraid of switching because I didn't want it to irritate my skin. That always kind of sucks. But recently, after doing quite extensive research, because we are expecting a baby, I wanted to make sure that I had the best laundry detergent that I could, because, you know, we wash our clothes in laundry detergent, we're wearing them all day, and like I said, our skin is the largest organ and absorbs literally everything. So, you know, I prioritize wearing organic cotton clothes, so I figured what we wash the organic cotton clothes in is just as important as the organic cotton clothes. So I found a really great laundry detergent, and it's called Nellies, and it is a powdered laundry detergent, and I really love it. We've been using it for a little bit now. It doesn't get super sudsy, but I have noticed that our clothes are getting so clean. You only need a tablespoon of the laundry soap, and I also add Borax, which is a laundry detergent booster, and you can also use Borax as a household cleaner, but we'll get to that in a minute. But I've noticed that our clothes have been significantly cleaner, fresher, and smell better since I switched to using Nellies laundry detergent. And I buy Nellies on Amazon, and I'll be sure to list the products that I mentioned down below as well. In terms of bathroom cleaner, I personally like the Clean Well products. They make bathroom cleaner as well as like all-purpose cleaner. They make wipes, like disinfectant surface wipes if you prefer that. I found those products have a very limited ingredient list, and they do clean really well. The bathroom cleaner doesn't quite get through like soap scum or like build up in your toilet, but for things like that, I like to use simply baking soda and apple cider vinegar. And I forgot to mention with the laundry, it is really important to me to 100% avoid all fabric softeners, especially fabric softener sheets, because they are known causes of cancer. So I avoid fabric softeners 100%. If you do want to use a fabric softener, you can try like they make little like wool balls or little balls that you can put in your dryer to kind of soften your fabric. And then there's always the option to make your own household cleaning products, which is what I am currently doing with a lot of our household cleaning products. So we just steam mopped our floors, and instead of buying, you know, the steam mop cleaner that you can at like Target, I simply made my own steam mop solution with water, borax, a little essential oils, and I let it go. So in terms of other cleaners, I mentioned the toilet bowl cleaner, or to kind of clean some soap scum, apple cider vinegar and baking soda is great. Apple cider vinegar and baking soda is also really great if you have stains on your carpet, but I do not recommend vacuuming up the baking soda, because that, I've learned, can harm your vacuum. Yes, and as I mentioned, you know, we use the borax, the essential oils, and the water to steam mop the floors, but you can also simply put in a spray bottle that solution as well, and it works really well as just a surface cleaner, kind of like a cleaner to do anything with, and it gets things really clean. And if you don't have borax, you can always just use some of your dish soap or some of your soap with essential oils and hot water. You also want to be a little mindful of the essential oils that you're using, because some essential oils can cause endocrine disruption or mimic estrogen in the body. So I typically use citrus essential oils, oregano oil, which is antiviral, antibacterial, and antimicrobial, and like some like cedar or like a pine tree kind of scent. But I try not to use so much lavender because that one is known to mimic estrogen in the body. So too much lavender might not be a good thing. So these are just some of the ways that I have kind of detoxed my household environment in preparation for baby. I think that these recommendations are very valuable even if you're not expecting a child. It can help to decrease your toxic load and increase your overall health and well-being. And personally, I feel like my house, by using these products, is a lot cleaner, fresher, and like more natural, I guess, than walking into a artificially freshened, air freshened, smelly, sterile house. So I hope that you found this video beneficial. Feel free to comment down below with any of your non-toxic household cleaners that you like to use or make. I would love to hear from you guys. And you can go ahead and subscribe if you're interested in videos like this. Thanks for watching.